Good morning everyone. Welcome to In the Garden with Joyful Living. I am Kimberly Dixon. Well, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm in a different location this morning. So we're going to do something a little bit different. Today is the first day of my gradual move. I say gradual because I'm doing it in stages over the course of a few weeks. But I'm going to show you what the future home of the Joyful Living Garden looks like. So come on in, guys. Come on in. We'll give it a few minutes to see if we get some folks to join us today. How's everybody doing? How's your week been? I know it's been a lot of things going on, but I hope everybody is doing well. So I'm going to start just giving you a little bit of a tour of what the future garden looks like. So this is the front area, the front walkway. I forget what those little things are called, but they'll turn green and stuff. But this is the front flower bed. I don't know what to do with it, guys, so y'all tell me what to do. So this ground cover here is called Creeping Jenny. It's got weeds in it right now, but I need to take it up. And there's some hosta that are coming up, and some type of bulb. You can see that right there. I don't know what that is, but I need some ideas. So this is part of the future home of the Joyful Living Garden, and this is a huge flower bed. What would you put in it? I'm thinking in the back I'm gonna do sunflowers and then some herbs and different flowers of that nature, but this is a lot of space, so chime in, guys. Tell me what you would do. So we're gonna go around to the back now. As I said, this is the future home of the new Joyful Living Garden. This is a little she shed. I'm gonna plant some mammoth sunflowers there, and this is the back. This deck is a lot larger than my current patio, so I'm going to still do a lot of different pots, and it's going to have two separate seating areas, because again, it's a lot larger than my current gardening space. But coming here today, I thought about what am I going to talk about this morning, because I always try to do In the Garden with Joyful Living, whether I'm actually in the physical garden or not, because being joyful is a state of mind, not just a physical place. So I want to talk to you today about stepping into your future. This is the future home of the Joyful Living Garden. I hadn't planned to move. And for those of you who watch me regularly know that it kind of was sprung upon me kind of suddenly, and initially I was not happy about it. But then when I came to this space and I realized the potential it had, I realized that moving, in, even though it was sudden, even though I didn't want to, even though I resisted it, moving was going to be the best thing for me. And it was going to allow me to expand the garden in ways that I hadn't even imagined. Now, the place I currently live, it was I never intended to stay there long term. I've been there 2 years. My plan was to stay there another year. Because of those of you who know my history, you know that most of my adult life I chose to live in apartments because I was disabled and I needed the help. But since I'm no longer disabled, I've made some changes and stuff. But to step into our future, sometimes we've got to make some changes to the way that we currently live, because we become stuck in a routine and in a habit and a mindset in the way that we do things. And before we know it, 5 years have gone by, 10 years have gone by, 15 years have gone by. My cousin and I were talking the other day. We've lived in Raleigh for almost 20 years now, and it feels like it was yesterday. So, but I want us to realize, though, that in order for us to step into our future, to step into the promise of something bigger and something greater, we got to be willing to make a change. And in that change, there's going to be some discomfort. There's going to be some ill at ease. There's going to be some frustration. There are going to be some moments when you feel like you want to pluck your hair out one by one. And I've experienced all of those things, because I found out pretty suddenly that I was going to need to move, because the place I'm living in currently, I'm leasing, and the owners have decided to sell because it's such a hot market. And I had literally just a couple of weeks to find a new place to live. But not only did I find something that better suited my needs, it's in a better area. Although I live in a great area now, but this is even better. It is in a family-friendly community, and it has more space for me to garden. But had I not been shoved or pushed into this situation, I would have continued to live at a house that met my needs, but there was something bigger and something better for me. So in order for us to step into our future, sometimes we've got to step out on faith, step out and be uncomfortable, be frustrated, feel all of those emotions, and even the anxiety that comes with it. Because yes, there was a lot of anxiety to, like, I don't have any place to live. You know, we continue to look. I don't have any place to live. But I realized that this is a great move forward. I don't want any of us to get stuck in the anxiety, the current situation, so that we can enjoy the process. Sometimes we suck the joy out of our own life because we are consumed with what could, what if, and maybe it won't. Ideation, instead of thinking about the promises of the potential that stepping into your future can give you. We look back at the past constantly. We are always holding on to the trauma, the memories, the things that have happened to us in the past. So much so that we miss out on the joy and the pleasure of the current day, and we miss out on what we have in the future. I can see like 10 people watching, but it's not, Facebook is not showing me who this morning. So if you're watching, say good morning, and let me see if I can see it. Okay, there it goes. Good morning, Robin. But other guys, please chime in and let me know that you're watching. Good morning, Jay. Blockhead, I love you. Hope you're having a great day, Robin and Jay. But to step into our future, guys, it's going to require that we step out and do some stuff that we don't want to do. I didn't want to move. I hate moving. But I want to encourage you to know that, and let you know that there is something bigger, something better, something more promised, something of your purpose that's going to move you closer to your purpose. Because something as simple as a house, a dwelling, the place where we lay our head down at night, has the ability to move you closer to your purpose or detract from your purpose. Now, the place I was currently at, it met me, my purpose. But this place is going to expand my vision and expand my purpose. Good morning, darling. So good to see you on, honey. I don't think I've ever saw you online. But that's one of my longtime friends. I've known Darlene, almost 15 years now. But this morning, I wanted to encourage you to move into your future. We're holding on to so many things from the past. That relationship that didn't go right. Something our mom, our dad, our grandma, or whomever said or did to us that's holding us stuck in place. But there's a promise on your life. You have a purpose. So today I want to encourage you to step into your future. And don't just step into it. I want you to show up in it in a powerful way. Because you are great, you are amazing, and you have tremendous potential. I did a live, probably 2 months ago now, talking about hidden potential. Didn't even know I was going to have to move at that point. But this place has so much hidden potential. I'm getting ready to plant stuff all over the place here. It's going to be, it's getting ready to turn into a little mini nature reserve right here for butterflies, birds, and all my vegetables and my fruit and my tomato. Yes, Robin, and we have a powerful God, because, you know, everything that I say and I do is all because of God. This is not me. I don't do anything. I'm just here. I'm just his instrument. I'm just a vessel for him to work through. So sometimes he has to push me, because, you know, he'll give me a vision and I get stuck in that little piece that he's shown me. But the word teaches us that eyes have not seen, nor ears heard, nor entered into the hearts of man, the things that he has for us. We can't imagine it. And we get stuck in this little part of the vision that he has shown us. But I want you to, good morning, Cindy. I want you to step out there, show up in your life in a powerful way, show up in your future in a powerful way, regardless of what has happened in the past. I've experienced a tremendous amount of trauma in my past. I've also had a tremendous amount of great things, but it's the trauma that leaves the deepest impact and the deepest imprint on us. So acknowledge the trauma, allow it to build you into the greatest person that you could possibly be, and then use that trauma to help somebody else. But don't stay stuck in it. Step into your future, show up in it in a powerful and mighty way, and watch and see what God does for you and through you. We never know the impact of the words that we have on other people. Just yesterday, I stopped at a store to buy a broom and had the most wonderful encounter with two young men of a different race than me, and that one of them had a leg brace on, and I was looking at him, and I just started talking to him, and we had the most wonderful conversation. And then when I came out of the store, again, I'm moving, y'all, and I was moving gardening stuff yesterday. I opened my car door, and all of these little green bottles that I'm going to be using for irrigation in my pots rolled out of the car and all across the parking lot. But guess what? Those two young men that are listening to loud music, that had the pants down below the butt, I'm going to be honest, I hate it. But that doesn't stop me from treating them like the humans that they are. Those young men came over, and he was like, "No, ma'am, I got it." And I was like, "Baby, you got your brace on." He's like, "Nope, you've been nice to me. Let me get it." So I stood back, and I allowed those two young men to pick up all my little bottles that rolled across the parking lot. And we ended up that conversation after talking a few minutes, hugging each other and, just wishing each other well in life. Random encounter. But that's what happens when you show up every day, and that's what happens when you allow God to shine through you. But that kind of got off topic a little bit. Good morning, Mary. Robin says you're living your purpose, and every live you do encourages me. Thank you for the obedience to God. Thank you, Robin. That really blesses me. Because I'm going to be honest, y'all. Over the course of earlier this week, it was 7 months that Daddy had been gone. And I have been through some days. Good morning, Brandy. When I said, I don't want to do this anymore. But then the God in me said, you can't stop doing this. Because there are people who need to hear from you. I think the week we buried Daddy, I did in the garden that Saturday. But that morning when I got up and did it, I told myself, it's like, God, this is for you. This is not for me. This is for you. Because I know people need to hear about you, and they need to connect with you. And if you so choose to do that through me, then who am I to say I'm not doing this anymore? So yes, I've gotten up on some Saturday mornings feeling raggedy, looking raggedy, but still knowing how great God is in my life and who he is and how he has been covering me and protecting me and blessing me in the midst of pure craziness. Because if I could tell you all the people who have died in my family from April of 2020 until as early as last week. Good morning, Tara. It's been crazy. and it's been heart-wrenching. But my obedience to God comes first above anything and everything, because I know this place is temporary. It's temporal. This will pass away. And God tells us we came from dust and we're going to return to it. So what I choose to do is honor them and relish the relationships that I had with them. And, enjoy the memories and find comfort in that I know I'm going to be with them again. My cousin Skeet, my daddy Samuel Dixon, my cousin's husband Robert, my cousin School Boo, my cousin Stan, and countless other people from Wanacove, Winston, and Madison area. It's been crazy, but I love God, and I know that He loves me. So guys, I got a little bit off topic, but we got to talking about purpose, and I want to encourage you that even though we are still going through some things, people, restrictions have been lifted and the vaccine is available and people are feeling a little bit more comfortable, but I don't want you to forget that there are people who are still losing family members every day. Don't start partying yet. We still need to take precautions and do what we need to do to stay safe. Excuse me. I love you all, and please continue to be encouraged. I gotta love God so much. And this is my way of serving Him. Yes, I do volunteer work and I do other things, but this garden, that ain't nothing but the manifestation of God. Every time I watch a fruit or a vegetable, good morning, Rosetta. Every time I see a fruit or a vegetable growing, it just reminds me of how powerful God is, that He can take something as small as a mustard seed, as small as a tomato seed, a zucchini seed, or what have you, and then produce something that nourishes me and my family and my neighbors and my community. And not only does that it produce that one piece of fruit, but then that fruit has seeds in it that will grow more and more fruits and vegetables, that when I planted that one seed, it has the potential to touch people that I don't even know. So with me expanding the garden, I'm going to try to give away more stuff, because I'm going to plant. I'm getting late I'm planting later than usual, because by now I would have had my garden in the ground. But I knew I was moving, so I didn't plant anything for spring. So as soon as I get here, probably before I actually get settled here, my garden is going to be the priority. So good morning, Amy. So if you're in the Raleigh area and you want to come to the Joyful Living Garden, you want to help build it back up, let me know. And we can come by and work in the garden some. If you want to make a donation to the garden, you can do so through Cash App, because I've got several people that are regular sponsors. Carolyn Billups on the West Coast. I can't believe that somebody across the country sees the potential of this garden and invests in it. But individual patrons, Carolyn Billups, Malcolm Dixon, Valerie Dixon, businesses like Blackology Coffee, and then nonprofit organizations like Love is a Parable. Y'all don't even know how they pour into this garden. So if you want to be part of the Joyful Living Garden, because it ain't even just about the things that get planted, it's what it produces. If you want to be part of it, let me know. Inbox me, because again, at the very beginning, I showed y'all that huge flower bed at the front. I don't know what to do with that thing. I know about vegetables, but and I know a lot of flowers on site, but as far as organizing a bed, child, I don't know. Jay, I love you. God, Jay, I ain't gonna even talk about you, because I ain't getting ready to cry this morning. But had it not been for God and the people that He put in, I'm going to lose it. The people that He has put in my life. Jay, you did a post the other day. It said, I don't even remember what the post was, but I remember what my comment was they don't even know the half. So I thank you, God, because you have showed up at my door, and phone calls and inboxes and just supported me in a way that I needed. My cousin Tammy, gosh. But today I'm here to step into the future of what God has for this garden, for this new home, and for this new community in a new city. I'm out of Raleigh. I like Raleigh. I love Raleigh. I've lived in Raleigh for a long time. I loved it so much when I was in college. Yeah, that's what prompted me to move back there as an adult. But now I'm living in Knightdale, and I like the feel of this. It feels good to me physically and spiritually. So I'm excited about what this new home is gonna be for me, Bella, and Silas. They don't like moving, y'all. That's gonna be the hardest part of the move. Silas is easy. I'll be able to get him, but that Bella, woo, she ain't gonna cooperate. I've been talking to her every day. She ain't trying to hear it though. She ain't ready to move. But guys, thank you so much. Ooh, y'all, almost fell when I put my foot out to stand up off of the step and my foot slipped. But just to give you a glimpse, that's some hostas that the previous owner had planted. And although they're pretty, I wish they wouldn't right there, because I certainly would put nothing but vegetables there. But this is the deck area. That's a little she shed. I thought it was a storage shed, but it has electricity and lighting in here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, because I have other storage on, actually 2 storage places that are on the house. So gotta think about something. I'm gonna plant probably a tomato there and a tomato there, herbs back there, sunflowers right there. I don't know, I'll probably put some pots along the side here if the homeowners association allows it. Did y'all see my license tag? Don't come looking for me. But this is the bed I need your help with. Help me out. Give me some suggestions. If this was in front of your house, what would you do with it? That's some creeping Jenny. I'm gonna leave that. And there's a couple of hostas in there. But shoot me your ideas. If you want to help me plant, let me know. I'm gonna need your help. I don't know. But you know what? Whatever I put here, it's gonna be beautiful, because you guys know that anything, every seed, every plant that I grow from, get from the farmer's market, well, everything, I pray over all of it. And I'm like, God, you fulfill this purpose with this. So regardless of what we put in here, it's going to be beautiful. And I say we, because even if you don't come and actually help in this garden, this is for us. This belongs to us. So guys, thank you for watching In the Garden with Joyful Living. I got my car loaded up with stuff, so I guess I should take some stuff inside. Good morning, Al. Go back and watch the replay. I'm getting ready to get off now, but guys, I want you to know I love you. I thank you all for watching and sharing and just being part of this experience, because so many people have started their own gardens because of what they've seen from this garden. And that's nothing but God taking us back to, he's taking us back to the garden. You know, he put us in the Garden of Eden with everything that we needed. All of our food, all of our nutrition, everything came from right there in that garden. But Adam and Eve messed it up. But the Joyful Living Garden is teaching us how to be sustainable in the way that God originally had planned for us. So guys, good morning, Dana. I'm getting ready to get off now. Al and Dana, go back and watch the replay. About stepping into your future. We've got a beautiful, bright future, all of us. No matter what has happened in the past, great things will and can happen for you in the future. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.